Okay, so today I will be doing a what I am reading on spring break sort of haul-ish thing. It's not really a haul because most of these are library books and I will probably never have them again, but just saying what I'll be reading, etc, etc. And sorry I haven't put up a video in like forever and a half. I've been like filming and then I'm like, editing. First I have Beauty Queens by Libba Bray. I am this far into it and it is so good. Like, it's probably one of the best books I've like ever read in like the entire universe. It is so well written and so poignant and so funny, and it's just very on point, like, of everything. This book came out like a couple years ago, but like it's still very on point, and it's like, and the humor is just witty and incredible. And with a book cover like this, you wouldn't expect like anything from it, but literally probably the best book I've ever read. So yeah, I will be finishing this up for spring break, and then writing an essay on it for school. It's about girls who like plane crash on an island, and they're beauty pageant contestants, hence the name, and everything sort of goes to crap because some of the girls are like, no, we need to continue practicing, and some of the girls are like, oh no, we should look for food and whatever, and you'll actually survive. And then there's this whole corporation thing, and it mostly follows a girl named Anita, I believe is how you say her name, and she's probably my favorite character, but it also follows like tons and tons of other characters, and this book also has probably the best representation of anyone I've ever, like, of any minority I've ever seen. Next, I will be reading The Alchemist by Michael Scott. Sorry, it's The Alchemist in the first book of the Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel series. If you think the name Nicholas Flamel sounds familiar, it's because he was like it was the same guy in the Harry Potter books. He's not like Michael Scott didn't steal like Nicholas Flamel from like J.K. Rowling. It just he's like a whole figure thing, like mythology type figure, Nicholas Flamel. So it's like sort of like public domain. And I'm so far this far in the book, and I don't like it that much. My friend recommended it to me, plus I have like I own the entire series, and so I wanted to be getting around to reading it, and so I'm reading it. It's starting to get good, like the climax just started, like not the climax, but like the plot just started, chapter 6, which I guess isn't that far in, but it just seems sort of a lot, considering how short the book is. It's okay. Book follows twins who were like 14, but I thought they were much older. It was weird. Like 12 to 14, but I thought they were like 16, 17. And named Sophie and Josh. I don't know if I said that already. And they basically just go to California to live with their aunt, who's really weird. And then they meet Nicholas Flamel because they're working for him. Basically, it's not that good of a plot setup. Next, I have Wonderland by Tommy Kovab and Sunny Loon. I really apologize for that name pronunciation. And this follows a girl named Mary Lou, who is the White Rabbit's maid. And so she gets like mistaken for Alice, and then her and the White Rabbit just go down this hole, and it's all crazy. I picked this up today, and I'm loving it so far. I'm like halfway through it because I'm really behind on like my reading challenge for Goodreads, and so I thought a graphic novel would help me get into like swinging things. What am I doing with my hand? I have another graphic novel, Through the Woods by Emily Carroll, and they're like all short stories in a graphic novel form. And this I'm reading for my local book club, like teen book club that I do with my friends at the library, of my local library, obviously. And this we picked, and I'm loving it so far. I mean, I'm only on like page 3. I don't even have my bookmark in, but just the artwork, I flipped through it, and the artwork is gorgeous, and just look, even the cover is sparkly, even though you probably can't tell it's a coding from the library. And it's just, it seems not really like a springy read, like one of the fall, October, Halloween read, but I don't really care because it's gorgeous. And I've been seeing a lot of hype on BookTube, like in October, and it deserves all the hype because it is is amazing so far. I'm on like page 2. I've read Queen by Veronica Aveyard. This is her debut novel as an author, and I am this far in, like it looks like I'm nowhere, but like I'm a couple chapters in, and it is just perfection, like utter, complete perfection. And this follows a girl named Mare, if that's her name, like the horse kind of, I guess. Okay, so this follows a girl named Mare, and she is red blood, which means she's like a peasant. This is a fantasy book if you can't tell. So she's like a peasant, and she watches like these silvers, who are like the royalty, like battle with their magic powers, because only silvers have magic power because they're silver blood, and she's red blood, like a normal human. And so then it turns out she has a power, and then her best friend gets sent off to war, and like a mistake, and like this whole mistaken event thing. And I'm not spoiling, this is what it says on the front jacket. And it is just so good so far, and this whole problem with like, there's like war and like different classes, and it feels a bit of historically, but it's like high fantasy, so it feels historically, but it's also like fantasy. And I've been trying to get into high fantasy, so I think this will be a very, very good transition, because I want to read from Glass so badly. It just seems quite overwhelming, so this should help me get into it. I almost forgot to mention that Red Queen is the Bookish and Nerdy, I think it's Bookish and Brainy Book of the Month, and that is run by Olivia Reeds and Pisha Book Fate and Payton Reeds. I'm blanking on all their names now. And A Reader's World and Dylan Bailey Books, like 12. I'm just blanking. And I will link their channels down below so you can go check it out. I don't know any of the details, but they're my booktube friends, so you should read this and see their live show. Yeah. Like and subscribe. Here are all my lovelies that I will be reading over spring break. This is so much heavier than it looks. It's only like 5 books. It's just my arms. Oh god.